Hello, welcome. My name is Jasper. I'm an advisor to Inheriti and have been asked to introduce Jûrgen, or at least talk a bit about why Inheriti exists and why it's so important. I think a lot of people know, or at least are somewhat aware of the fact that 20 to 30% of all Bitcoin in circulations are lost forever and will most likely never be retraced or be accessed again. There's about 560 million people holding crypto, but only about 3% of those people have actually planned for the future. So it's a small percentage of a very large group of crypto holders, but it's only increasing. We're spending about 30 to 40% of our time online. And in that time, creating between 100 and 250 accounts to manage our digital data. So it's quite clear that we're all living more and more digital lives, and we're building a digital future, which is the reason why it's a digital world, and we're just living in it. And Inheriti is here to keep that world safe. And that's the floor is yours, Jûrgen. Oh, sorry.
Thank you, Jasper. So I'm Jûrgen, the CEO, the inventor of Inheriti. I'm pretty going to explain you how we came up with the project. Since we built, I will circle back to the beginnings. 2017, I was mining Ethereum, so I had to deal with rigs and private keys, and then I came up to the conclusion that there was no solution out there to recover or back up my private keys, my seeds, my mnemonics. So for me it was a big issue. Then at a certain point I came up with Ledger, right? This hardware wallet everybody knows. But then there was another issue. Everybody knows when you set up a ledger, you need to have your recovery procedure set up. So meaning you have to write down your seeds somewhere, your mnemonics. And that for me was a big barrier, because Ledger by default needs to, the private key doesn't get exposed, never get outside the box. But for the moment you use, your seeds are already outside because you write them on paper, right? So that's why we came up with Inheriti. Back then we called it Safe Haven, which is basically our crypto venture that we started in 2017. Over time we have evolved. We launched version 2 of the product 2 weeks ago, so it's now ready to use by the masses. I will go to some slides. Sorry for that. So here you go. Actually, we have a booth just in front of the stage where we give demos the whole day and also tomorrow. So for people, we invite them to come, and we give some one-to-one demos showcasing the product. So what makes Inheriti special? It's in a nutshell. Everybody talks about blockchain decentralization, but we use blockchain just as a tool in order to cope with a problem, which is how do I protect my private keys, my seeds? How can I transfer them to my next kin, to my kids, whatever your business partner? So for that reason, we have created 2 types of protection plans, which is the first one is the backup plan, so data backups of secret data. So this is a solution that you create a decentralized plan for yourself. You have seeds, you have 2FA recovery codes. Everybody has to deal with this on a daily basis, right? You have 2FA everywhere, at least you should. When you are talking about recovery codes, you need to back up those recovery codes. So it's a circle, there's a never-ending story, right? So that's why Inheriti comes in. So you create backup plans for yourself, and you are the only one that are entitled to recover your assets when you need them. You don't write them down, you protect them through our interface. We are not a custodian, we are fully audited. We have data integrity checks done, full white box auditing performed. We claim that we are decentralized, but we are actually so you can see in our docs that we provide all the information you need to see how it works. That's the next point where I come to. It works basically pretty simple. We take your data that you protect, we make a hex of it, and then we fragment it. Not fragment on a horizontal level on blockchain. We use blockchain amongst other layers in order to store your data. We have cold storage devices, which means it's offline. We have mobile applications. We are going to introduce IPFS, hardware security modules, and you go on. So it's very modular. We are going to set up soon the Pro version of Inheriti, which is more based for, and which will be usable for legal entities, lawyers, for that they be able to create plans, protection plans through Inheriti for their customers, the B2B approach. That was data backup. The second plan is the digital enhancement. So basically the same setup, the same flow, but it's for more for your next skin, where we introduced Datman switches. Again, I'm not going to go through the details. That's not the goal of this keynote, but I'm inviting everybody to go to see our booth, to go to the docs, and to see and to start using it. So in a nutshell, I have covered it all. So I don't know if somebody would have a question for me or one of my team members, but I'm happy to answer them here or after the keynote. So thank you.